Number 21 on my fancy playlist, Art of Noise with theme from Peter Gunn. Up 5 from 26 the previous week, June 13th, 1986. Peter Gunn, the original Peter Gunn, written by Henry Mancini for the TV show back in 1959. He derived more from rock and roll when he came up with this tune as opposed to jazz, because when you think of Henry Mancini, you don't really think of, you think of easy listening, you think of jazz. Rock and roll would be the last thing you'd think of when Henry Mancini comes to mind, but he came up with this. The person who had the first really big hit with this was Duane Eddy. Oh gosh, one of the early rock and rollers, got that distinctive guitar down, 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 down. Duane Eddy, his version of Peter Gunn went to number 27 here in the States, but it went to number 2 in Australia. No, excuse me, no, my goodness. I think my lungs are falling apart. I don't even smoke. Went to number 6 in England. His version, Duane Eddy was just, we're talking about the sock hop years. Rebel Rouser in 1958. This was back in the days when Duane Eddy teamed up with Lee Hazelwood. Producer Lee Hazelwood came out with Because They're Young, I believe was one of their tunes. Ramrod, Cannonball, 1958. 40 Miles of Bad Road, and Dance with the Guitar Man, one of his best, I thought, by Duane Eddy from 1962. All produced by Lee Hazelwood. Lee Hazelwood, who later write and produce These Boots Are Made for Walking by Nancy Sinatra. Also, you'd hear Duane Eddy, that guitar work in the background of Rock and Roll Lullaby by B.J. Thomas. Lovely song B.J. Thomas did back in 1972. Art of Noise, an avant-garde band from England. One of the members, Trevor Horn, of this band. One of the best records that Art of Noise. God, this record was a banger they did called Beatbox. It just, the beat was just, well, it was just banging. The song was banging all over the place. But it was not a big hit on the pop charts here in America. As a matter of fact, in England, it only went to number 92 in England, but it was top 10 on the R&B charts here in the States. That was great, man. It was just a fantastic, heavy, just the drums thundered in that record, or the drum machines thundered in that record, Beatbox. And this is a good version too. Duane Eddy featured on this record. God, what a fantastic guitar player, Duane Eddy. One of the early rock and rollers, teaming up with Art of Noise with theme from Peter Gunn at number 21 on my fancy playlist, June 13th, 1986.